Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. What if the most respected man in the city was secretly controlling the most dangerous organization no one believed existed? Fairmont Crest has always been a place of wealth, power, and carefully hidden secrets. But when investigative journalist Naomi Carter starts digging into a mysterious organization known as the Plasma Ring, she uncovers a truth so shocking it could shake the entire city. The respected philanthropist everyone trusts might actually be the mastermind behind a secret network controlling powerful plasma technology. The massive gates of Fairmont Crest were more than just an entrance to an exclusive neighborhood. They represented privilege, influence, and a world carefully separated from the chaos of the outside city. Behind those iron arcs lived the most powerful figures in the region wealthy investors, high ranking politicians, and old money families whose decisions quietly shaped the future of the entire skyline. Everything about Fairmont Crest looked perfect on the surface elegant mansions, immaculate gardens, and security systems that made it nearly impossible for outsiders to get in. But those gates didn't just guard luxury, they guarded secrets. And the most disturbing secret of all was something people only whispered about when they were certain no one else was listening the plasma ring. For months, rumors about this mysterious name have spread through the quiet streets of the neighborhood. How staff exchanged nervous whispers when their employers weren't around. Teenagers joked about it during late night parties, though their laughter always carried a hint of unease. Even the powerful residents themselves, people who usually acted fearless, had started locking their doors earlier and keeping a closer eye on their surroundings. No one really understood what the plasma ring was. Some believed it was a criminal organization experimenting with illegal technology. Others thought it was a secret network pulling political strings behind the scenes. What made the rumors even more unsettling was the fact that the organization seemed to have influence everywhere, from local police departments to the highest corporate offices in the city. But the most frightening mystery remained unsolved. No one knew who was running it. Then one night, everything changed. The story truly began with Naomi Carter, an investigative journalist who had recently moved into Fairmont Crest. After years of covering chaotic city scandals and political corruption, Naomi thought relocating to this quiet elite neighborhood would finally give her a break. She accepted a job with a small local news outlet and expected her work to be simple community updates, zoning meetings, charity events. For a while, that's exactly what it was. Until one's email arrived last one night while Naomi was reviewing a stack of boring municipal reports. The message had no sender name, just a subject line. The plasma ring is real. Inside the email was only one short sentence. If you want the truth, look beyond the gates. Attached to the message was a blurry photograph taken from far away. It showed several powerful individuals standing around a circular table in what looked like some kind of underground chamber. Naomi leaned closer to her screen. Two faces in the photo were instantly recognizable. One of them was Victor Langston, a billionaire technology investor known for funding cutting edge innovations. The other was Melissa Carrington, the city's district attorney. If that image was authentic, it meant something extraordinary and terrifying. Some of the most powerful figures in the city were secretly meeting together, and someone had called them there. Naomi immediately began investigating. At first, the clues didn't seem connected. She noticed strange shipment records from biomedical companies, security convoys traveling late at night between private facilities, large donations moving quietly between corporations that didn't appear to have any real business operations. But while studying the records, one phrase appeared again and again Plasma Initiative. At first, it sounded like a harmless scientific research project. But the deeper Naomi looked, the more disturbing the reality became. Many of the companies involved in the initiative were working on advanced plasma energy systems, technology capable of generating enormous power. In theory, that technology could revolutionize energy production and supply electricity to entire cities. But it could also be weaponized. Why would a secret organization want that level of control? As Naomi dug deeper, things around her started getting dangerous. One night, her apartment was broken into while she was away. Nothing valuable was taken, but several files on her computer mysteriously disappeared. A few days later, she noticed a black car trailing her through the city streets. The vehicle followed her for several blocks before she quickly stepped into a crowded restaurant to lose it. Someone knew she was investigating, and someone wanted her to stop. At the same time, strange things were happening. Throughout Fairmont Crest itself, neighborhood security cameras began malfunctioning without explanation. A medical laboratory owned by the Langston Foundation suddenly shut down overnight. Several influential residents quietly left the city without giving any explanation to their neighbors. Something major was unfolding behind the scenes, and everything pointed back to the plasma ring. Naomi's investigation finally took a dramatic turn when she encountered a man named Marcus Hale. Marcus had once worked as a cybersecurity engineer for a government defense contractor. Years ago, his name suddenly vanished from official records after he was accused of stealing classified information. But Marcus claimed the truth was very different. They met secretly in an abandoned parking structure late at night. They framed him, Marcus told her. Naomi asked why anyone would do that. Marcus' answer was chilling. Because I discovered the plasma ring. According to Marcus, the plasma ring wasn't just a criminal group. It was a powerful network of elites secretly controlling experimental plasma energy technology. Their objective wasn't simply profit, they wanted influence. If they could control advanced energy systems, they could manipulate power grids, interrupt communication networks, and even trigger targeted blackouts across major cities. Governments would eventually depend on them to maintain infrastructure, and whoever controlled the organization would hold unimaginable power. But Marcus revealed one more disturbing detail. Even after years of investigating the network himself, he had never identified its leader. No name, no photographs, nothing. That mystery pushed Naomi even harder. If someone was powerful enough to lead such an operation while remaining invisible, how had they managed to stay hidden? While studying financial records linked to the Plasma Initiative, Naomi finally noticed a pattern. Every major transaction eventually passed through the same charitable foundation. It was called the New Dawn Trust. On the surface, the foundation funded community programs, medical research, and social initiatives. It had a glowing reputation across the city. But it also had only one official director, a man widely admired throughout Fairmont Crest, Dr. Leonard Graves. Dr. Graves was known as one of the city's greatest humanitarians. His medical clinics treated thousands of patients each year. His charity events raised enormous sums for hospitals and schools. People described him as kind, thoughtful, and completely devoted to helping others, which made Naomi's discovery almost impossible to believe. Every financial trail connected to the plasma ring eventually led straight to him. Determined to confirm the truth, Naomi and Marcus broke into a secure server connected to the New Dawn Trust. Inside the encrypted files were meeting records and security footage. One file stood out immediately. Plasma ring in our council session. Naomi opened the video. The footage showed the same underground chamber from the mysterious photograph. Victor Langston was seated at the circular table. Melissa Carrington sat nearby. Several other powerful figures filled the room. Then the door opened. A man walked into the chamber. Everyone at the table stood up. Not out of respect, out of fear, the man stepped forward into the light. It was Dr. Leonard Graves. Naomi felt a chill run through her body. The city's most beloved doctor was the secret leader of the plasma ring, and the video revealed something even darker. Graves calmly addressed the council. The next phase begins tonight, he said. The plasma grid will allow us to control every power network in the region. Victor Langston nervously asked what would happen if authorities discovered the plan. Graves smiled faintly. They'll never know who's responsible. Naomi realized she had uncovered the most explosive story the city had never ever seen. But revealing it would put her directly in the path of extremely powerful people. Marcus insisted they needed to release the evidence immediately. Every file, every video, every financial record. But Naomi hesitated. One question still bothered her. Why would a doctor devoted to saving lives lead something so dangerous? The answer appeared in a hidden research file deep within the server. The document was titled Project Ascension. Inside were plans for experimental plasma treatments capable of altering human biology, enhancing physical strength, accelerating healing, even extending lifespan. Dr. Graves believed humanity needed to evolve, and the plasma ring existed to fund that vision no matter the cost. That night, Naomi and Marcus prepared to send their evidence to news organizations across the country. But just as they were about to upload the files, the entire building suddenly went dark. Every light went out. Marcus looked at the dead computer screens and whispered, "They found us." Heavy footsteps echoed down the hallway. Then a calm voice spoke from the darkness. "Miss Carter, you should have stayed beyond the gates." Lights flickered back on. Standing in the doorway was Dr. Leonard Graves, and in that moment, Naomi realized something even more terrifying. He hadn't come to silence her. This revelation completely shatters the illusion of safety surrounding Fairmont Crest, the neighborhood that once symbolized prestige and security is now exposed as the center of a dangerous power network. If Naomi's discovery becomes public, it could bring down some of the most influential figures in the city. The plasma ring's control over advanced plasma energy also raises frightening questions about technological power being placed in the wrong hands. What began as a quiet investigation has now turned into a battle that could affect an entire region's future. Honestly, what makes this story so chilling isn't just the secret organization, it's the identity of its leader. Dr. Graves' presence, the kind of person society trusts completely. A respected doctor and philanthropist, that contrast between his public image and his secret ambitions it what makes the twist so powerful. It shows how easily influence and noble intentions can turn into dangerous control when someone believes their vision is more important than the rules protecting everyone else. Now, the biggest question remains, what does Dr. Graves really want from Naomi? If he didn't come to silence her, then what's his next motive? Is he trying to recruit her, threaten her, or reveal something even bigger about Project Ascension? I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Naomi should expose the plasma ring immediately, or is there an even deeper truth waiting to be uncovered first? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep mystery stories like this one, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next twist.